All right, so it looks like PvP rewards are out finally. It took them a few days in order to distribute it, but that's usually what happens after a ranking session. So we're going to check my results here, see what's up, see if they banned some of the modders, because I do remember some modders being higher than me at the end of the session, the season. So as you can see, I hit in the last season Legend. Specifically, it was like Legend 8 or something. So we'll check out the rewards soon, but I think you can just go to ranking here and then my last results. Okay. Huh. I do remember for certain that there was a hacker. Now, I'm pretty sure there was only one, but I was 99% sure there was at least one that was in like the number 2 spot. Unless somehow, because I checked at the very last minute, I was Legend 8. Unless somehow I got overtaken, there was honestly no way in hell that somebody could have hit, like, overpassed me. Also, I think there's been problems with PvP or something with the servers where you get disconnected as you sometimes when you play. I don't know if it's just a global thing or if JP is also experiencing it, but as you can see in my defense wins, you know, they're usually just like, you know, 0-0, because sometimes people just like because it's happened to me, like I tried to attack and then I got like a network error. It's happened to me a few times, even though my internet's working completely fine. So if you have that problem, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's been a thing. I don't remember hackers' names, unfortunately. So, yeah. You can look back at my PvP, like, videos. I actually pointed out some of the hackers. But we'll see. I mean, they didn't announce anything anyway, so I feel like they should have. It's pretty obvious. I feel like they haven't. Yeah, they didn't really show anything, so this might be an issue. Anyway, we're here to claim our rewards anyway. So okay, let me just get all my defense stuff out of the way. So I got bronze gadgets as well as 13 super gadgets, which I really needed, to be honest. I really needed these. I can like re-roll for some good EX skills. Got 400 gems for it. So that's almost a multi, and then, yeah, some more defending stuff. So that's pretty much all the rewards I got. Got me to 1.5k. I won't be using any. I will be saving it for my derby thing. But I think every time we do these, I think I'll show you guys what I'm running for the, I guess, month. So I don't want to obviously run the same team every single time, but of course my team is pretty, like, but of course my account is pretty new. So the amount of characters that I can use, personally, you know, it can't be changed drastically. But I'm running this double Todoroki setup for now with Kirishima as the lineup. Ideally, this is my defense team. Ideally, I would like Nejiri up front instead of Kirishima. I don't think Kirishima... I think Nejiri works better in frontline compared to Kirishima in frontline right now. But because my Nejiri is just not that good at the moment, being at level 85, being on the 7th table, she can get pretty fragile, and I see through my results that she dies pretty quickly without getting that much damage in, even though she's not really a damage dealer. But I can see that, like, without her, like, my other Todorokis cannot survive, so having a Taunted there at least nullifies it a little bit. And then for my attacking team, let's go and do a few battles here. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, when you're on Legend rank, you deranked all the way to Elite 1 after the season resets. That's just versus Aura. I'm not really trying to prove anything here. I am running the exact same team, but just flipped around. Because at least I can control the attacks and stuff like that. In defending team, with this team specifically defending as well, Nejiri bumps up plus Ultra meter too fast, as well as the Todorokis. So they end up in turn 2 plus ultraing way too fast for me, which means that in turn 2, they don't skill chain, they actually just do double plus ultra, and then Nejiri just does her heal, which is ideally not what I want. When I look at a team, I want to make sure that they all use their skills first so that I can potentially always go first in skills, and then the third turn to the plus ultra. I think that's the golden spot. So having Kirishima there means that it is less likely that I will do a plus ultra on turn 2. But anyway, let's jump into this battle here. I like Nedry up front. She counters like Hawks. I mean, you miss out on the lowering power, but that's fine. And then I've been like testing this red Todoroki, and he's actually pretty good. I don't think he drops out of the PvP session really quickly though, so do keep in mind of that. And here I always target Nedry. Like I just imagine I get the critical on Nedry. It's literally all I pray for. So you get the freeze, and then you get the guaranteed critical on red. And then she activates her final stand, which is fine. And then she gets a heal back, which is not fine. And then I do the AoE on everyone. I use the green AoE at the very last because it's a multi-hit, so that gets rid of... Potentially, obviously, if we get a crit here, potentially the grit, the last stand, disappears. And plus, the Todoroki all skill doesn't affect anything because it's not freeze, it's frostbite. So having it in the second slot is okay. But as you can see, I was slightly off damage. That can be fixed with a little bit of upgrading because Nejri is not upgraded fully and Todoroki is not upgraded fully. So unfortunately, we do have to deal with like extended battles because everybody's running Nejri and everybody's running Kirishima and everybody's running Hawk. So you gotta take like an extra 3 turns to do these kind of games. Which is boring, but it's whatever. It's meta. I mean, when Nejri's like kind of like... Nejri is actually meta. You just gotta give her some good EX things, and she, like, extends the battle annoyingly. Like, I feel like she... Like, obviously you can take her out if you focus on her, like any other character, but, like... what makes her meta is that she scares people away. Because, like, you just... When you do 10 runs every 10 hours, it gets so boring. Especially if you're not strong enough, or you're not, like, well enough to upgrade your characters. It gets so boring having to, like, sit an extra 3 turns just to get rid of one opponent. And then so that's why I put Nejra in my team. It just scares people. And also Kirishima scares people as well. Anyway, let's target the Green Hawks now. Yeah. I actually just like to use the freeze mechanic from Green Todoroki just so I can guarantee crits because it does a lot more extra damage. And I think the maths have shown that a medium chance to freeze is like 50%. Now, obviously, I don't know. It's pretty hard to... with Nejri, obviously, it makes it somewhat easier to get perfects. But if you can't kill in the first turn, then it can be a little bit awkward. We should come out of this with a win here, with only 1 loss there. So with this team, I kind of do focus on fighting greens, or at least not too many blues, or not too many reds, at the very least. If there's 2 reds, I probably just avoid the battle. I wouldn't say it's as strong as my other team from last season, where I ran Bakugo, Aizawa, as well as the Kirishima, the red Kirishima. Because single target kind of deal, that team did really well. Like, I could take out an opponent really quickly, 1 character. But this works a little bit better if you're not versing Nejri, and you can, like, just do the AoE damage, and then everybody gets a little bit hurt. So let's verse this guy right here. I think I'll make this the last fight here, just to show you. Now you don't have to deal with Hawks, so we can actually get the lowering attack. And the speed debuff, when you're versing double Baku, you think they're going to be really fast, right? But the speed debuff actually helps us, and we actually go first, which is really good. So I will still target Nejri here. If we get the freeze on any of the Bakugos, it's actually really huge. We get to lower power, which is great. We get 1 freeze, and then a critical. The lowering power from Nejri is actually really handy, and it's very annoying from the other side as well. Okay, we'll do the same strat here. I think there'd be a reason why to stall. Oh yeah, we got blinded there. Blind is strong too. For sure. The double defense reduction on the Bakugo is pretty strong as well. Because it's single target, it's not that big of a deal. And then Bakugo pretty much drops off once the battle goes like 4 turns, and you have nobody to lower defense. Am I going first here? No, third. Okay, so I'll probably just use the skill here. It should be strong enough to tank all of this because we got double damage reduction. Oh, barely. The double Bakugo strat might be my next team. Who knows? Let's do this. Actually, let's just do this. Yeah, usually Aizawa there could probably, like, could probably get the removal of the last stand, but unfortunately not there. Ochago's really good too. But luckily this is not going to be too big of a damage. It might kill our Aizawa here, but no. Okay. That Bakugo is not upgraded that much. I should get the kill here. Yep. Now don't target Ochako. Thank you. Thank you. Heal. Target. Make sure we kill this All Might before we plus Ultras. One thing that's bad about Ochako is that once you use all of her skills, she's just a sitting duck. Like, yeah, she can get her counters. That's the only clutch moment. But after these counters reside, like, she doesn't get any skills for like 5 turns. So that was a closer one. That's just because the Bakugo lowering defense. If you want like suggestions, like lowering defense units are really good in PvP. Of course, speed deduction if you're on the lower tier player will help you get that advantage. And power down will help you survive. So keep that in mind when you're team building. That's going to wrap things up. That's probably my build. That will be my build for the month. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. One thing that I'm very disappointed is that I'm pretty sure no hackers were banned. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.